There are cars that become popular, cars that become successful, and then there are cars that change everything. The Pontiac GTO belongs to that last category. It was not just another performance car from the 1960s. It was a machine that sparked a revolution, a car that gave ordinary drivers access to extraordinary power, and a name that would become legendary among muscle car enthusiasts for generations. To understand why the GTO became such an icon, we have to travel back to a time when America was in love with speed. The country was growing, highways stretched farther than ever before, and young drivers wanted more excitement from their cars. Automakers were constantly searching for new ways to attract buyers, but most performance machines were expensive and out of reach for many people. That was the environment where a small group of engineers and visionaries at Pontiac began thinking differently. They had a simple idea. What if a relatively affordable mid-size car could be fitted with a large, powerful engine usually reserved for bigger vehicles? It sounded risky. It challenged company rules and conventional thinking. Yet that bold idea became the foundation of something special. When the Pontiac GTO arrived, it immediately stood out from the crowd. It offered power that most drivers had only dreamed about, wrapped in a package that looked stylish, youthful, and aggressive. At first glance, the GTO did not scream for attention in the way some later muscle cars would. Instead, it carried itself with confidence. Its proportions were balanced and muscular. The long hood hinted at the strength hidden underneath, while the clean body lines gave it a sophisticated appearance. There was a sense of purpose in every angle. It looked fast even when standing still. The front end carried a distinctive personality that separated it from other cars on the road. The grille, the lighting, and the subtle performance details created an image that was both elegant and intimidating. From the side, the flowing profile captured the spirit of the era. It was sporty without being excessive, powerful without being crude. Every detail seemed carefully considered. As people walked around the car, they noticed the badges that quietly announced something special. Those three letters, GTO, would soon become some of the most famous in automotive history. At the time, many buyers may not have realized they were looking at the beginning of a cultural phenomenon. But the excitement was already building. Opening the door revealed an interior design for drivers who loved being behind the wheel. The cabin was simple by modern standards, yet possessed a charm that remains irresistible today. The seats offered comfort for long drives while still making the driver feel connected to the machine. The dashboard was clean and functional, placing important information directly in front of the driver. There were no giant screens or complex digital systems. Instead, there were gauges, switches, and controls that encouraged a direct relationship between human and machine. Every movement felt mechanical and authentic. Turning the key, gripping the steering wheel, and shifting through the gears created an experience that modern vehicles often struggle to replicate. But the true magic of the GTO lived beneath the hood. This was where the legend was born. The engine delivered a level of performance that shocked many people at the time. Suddenly, drivers could experience serious power without spending exotic car money. Pressing the accelerator unleashed a surge of energy that transformed everyday roads into exciting adventures. The sound alone was unforgettable. The deep rumble from the exhaust created anticipation before the car even moved. It was a voice that communicated strength and confidence. As the engine climbed through its range, the soundtrack became richer and more aggressive, reminding everyone nearby that this was no ordinary automobile. Driving the GTO was an event. The car felt alive beneath you. The steering communicated the road in a way that modern assisted systems rarely do. The suspension delivered a raw connection to the pavement. Every vibration, every sound, and every sensation contributed to an experience that was deeply engaging. On a straight road, the GTO revealed its most famous characteristic. Acceleration arrived with authority. The car surged forward with determination, pushing drivers back into their seats and leaving lasting memories. It was thrilling, exciting, and addictive. Yet it also remained practical enough to be used as a daily driver, which made its performance even more impressive. What made the GTO truly special was not simply its speed. Many cars could be fast. The difference was accessibility. Pontiac had created something that ordinary enthusiasts could realistically aspire to own. It brought high performance to a broader audience, and that changed the automotive landscape forever. As word spread, demand grew rapidly. Drivers wanted to experience the excitement for themselves. Dealerships saw increasing interest, and the GTO quickly became one of the hottest performance cars in America. It was no longer just a car. It had become a symbol of freedom, youth, and rebellion. Of course, it did not exist without competition. The automotive world was filled with ambitious manufacturers eager to capture the same audience. Rivals offered their own interpretations of performance, each trying to win the hearts of enthusiasts. Some focused on style, others on comfort, and many on outright power. Yet the GTO held a unique position because it had arrived first with a formula that resonated so strongly with buyers. Competitors would eventually develop impressive alternatives, but the GTO maintained an important advantage. It had already established itself as a pioneer. It was the car that demonstrated what was possible. It set the standard that others would follow, and that historical significance continues to enhance its reputation today. Another fascinating aspect of the GTO story is its value. When it was new, it represented remarkable performance for the money. Buyers received a powerful and exciting machine without entering the realm of luxury or exotic automobiles. That balance between cost and capability helped fuel its popularity and made it one of the most influential performance cars of its generation. Today, surviving examples are treasured by collectors and enthusiasts around the world. People spend years searching for the right car, carefully restoring them, and preserving them for future generations. The reason goes beyond investment value. Owning a GTO means owning a piece of automotive history. It means becoming a caretaker of a machine that helped define an entire era. Even now, decades after it first appeared, the Pontiac GTO continues to inspire admiration. At car shows, crowds gather around it. Older enthusiasts remember the excitement of seeing one on the street for the first time. Younger fans discover its story and quickly understand why it became a legend. The appeal crosses generations because great cars possess a timeless quality. Perhaps that is the most remarkable thing about the GTO. It represents more than horsepower, styling, or performance figures. The Pontiac GTO did not merely join automotive history. It helped write it. Its influence can still be felt in performance cars today, and its legacy remains as powerful as the engine that made it famous. Every rumble from its exhaust, every reflection across its bodywork, and every mile driven serves as a reminder of why enthusiasts continue to celebrate this remarkable machine. And as the story of the GTO continues to inspire car lovers around the world, I would love to hear your thoughts. What is your favorite thing about this legendary muscle car? And do you think it still deserves its iconic status today? Share your opinion in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through automotive history, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more stories about the machines that changed the world of motoring forever.